Ja, hallo zusammen und seid gegrüßt zu einer weiteren Folge von Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trades of Cold Steel 2. Ich habe das schon ein paar Male gesagt, aber ich glaube, diesmal steuern wir vielleicht wirklich aufs Ende zu. Es gab einen sehr merkwürdigen Moment am Ende der letzten Folge, wo wir beim Durchlatschen durch Trista plötzlich merkwürdige Geräusche oder eine merkwürdige Erschütterung wahrgenommen haben, die auch Welimar registriert hatte, die aus Richtung des Old School Hauses kam, weswegen wir hierhin aufgebrochen sind. Und Towell hatte uns dann gegen Ende in ein Gespräch verwickelt. Wir haben uns jetzt länger nicht mehr gesehen. Er hat uns zuletzt auch angeboten, dass wir doch der Bracer Guild beitreten können. Das ist auch der Grund, warum Reen jetzt gerade sagt, I'm afraid I have to decline. Er hat kurz über das Angebot nachgedacht, hatte ich zumindest den Eindruck, und wird uns jetzt wahrscheinlich begründen, warum er darauf nicht zurückkommen wird. Und dann, ja, ist die vielleicht noch spannendere Frage, was im Schoolhouse eigentlich abgehen wird. Aber wir gucken erstmal, was er noch so zu erzählen hat, beziehungsweise beide.
It certainly seems to be a wonderful profession, judging by the work that you and instructor Sarah do. But I feel like I should see the path I've chosen through to the end. I've got Valimar to think about too.
Well, if that's what you want. That's a real shame, though. Here was me thinking I'd be able to bring a promising rookie into the fold, too. No big. We'll see if you change your mind come graduation. I'm not giving up on you just yet.
Well, I'm flattered.
Oh, there he is!
Huh. Now there's a familiar voice.
Elise, Your Highness!
Wow. What did we do to deserve this honor?
Reen, Toval, it's wonderful to see you both again. I must say, I wasn't expecting to find the two of you here. Alone.
Moving right past that, what brings you out here?
Well, when I spoke to you yesterday, you sounded a little despondent. Which is what prompted me to tell her if she was that worried, she should come and pay you a visit.
I can see why Elise would come here, but I'm surprised you decided to accompany her.
You've got to be two of the most fearless young ladies in Erebonia. Although with the third most fearless young lady in Erebonia as an escort, I'm sure you've got nothing to worry about.
I'm honored you would say so. It's good to see you again, Toval.
Likewise. We're not exactly on the same side these days, but there's no need to let that stop us from being friendly off the clock.
I'd like nothing more, honestly. Oh, I assure you my accompanying them was purely by coincidence.
Oh, I know. If anything, I'm the one who's putting you out. I seem to be the reason they came here, after all.
I never once thought you were putting me out, so don't worry. I did wonder whether it might be best to stay out of your sight, truth be told.
Please, don't think like that. I was the one at fault, not you. I really am sorry, though. I was being so childish.
Not at all. If I hadn't been so self-righteous, I'm truly sorry.
It looks like another formidable foe has entered the fray. Your Highness, please!
Reen, I swear, you're a damn magnet for trouble when it comes to women.
Well, this sure is an odd place for everyone to be hanging out in the middle of the day.
Oh, hey, Celine.
Celine! Oh, how I've longed to pet that glossy black fur again! You're never going to give this up, are you? I thought something felt odd over here, but I guess that's because of you guys.
Oh, I totally forgot until you said that.
Forgot what?
Is something wrong?
Oh yeah, you did say you were here for some reason.
Yeah, I sensed something strange earlier, then...
Huh?
How?
Is that the old schoolhouse's bell?
Wait, didn't Sarah say that the last time this rang...
The building is glowing?
Celine, this is just like before.
Yeah, this is obviously serious. Unlike the last time, however, there doesn't appear to be any kind of barrier around it.
What in the world? It's just like the first night of the festival.
Reen, what's happening here? Wait, Elise? Your Highness? Whoa! Claire and Toval are here too?
What's going on here?
Do my eyes deceive me? Are all 3 of the fabulous 15s here in one place?
Way to keep your priorities in check, Angie.
What's happening here, Celine? Don't ask me, I just got here. Reen, can you tell us everything you know?
I think we all need to be apprised of the situation.
Reen explained what you knew, but you didn't understand the situation much better than they did. But with no barrier surrounding the school like last time, they finally decided to enter the old schoolhouse. Ey, läuft jetzt wirklich auf einen neuen Dungeon wieder hinaus? Ey, das ist echt mit Abstand das längste Ende ever. Wirklich, wirklich, wirklich. Und ich dachte, ich hätte Code Steel 2 schon durchgespielt. Nach der Szene mit Crow und Osborne am Vermilion Throne. Aber scheinbar ist das jetzt hier das Ende. Ich hoffe nur, dass wenn ein Dungeon kommt, dass der anders aussieht als beim letzten Mal. Und das ist der Fall. Reverie Corridor. Es gibt auch Trades into Reverie, oder? Also was heißt oder? Ich weiß, dass es den Teil gibt. Ich weiß nur nicht mehr, wo der sich in der Timeline einordnet. Gerade aus dem Kopf. Ich glaube, der spielt in einer zeitlichen Abfolge noch nach Code Steel 3 und 4. Weil ich glaube, der Crossbell-Arc vor 3 und 4, der besteht aus From Zero und To Azure. Ich glaube, dann kommt 3 und 4, also Code Steel, und dann kommt Into Reverie.
This doesn't look anything like the inside of the old schoolhouse.
It's changed form many times in the past. But at this point, it no longer even feels like we're inside a building.
The strange rumors about this place were around even when I was a student. But I never pictured anything like this.
When was the last time it changed?
A while ago. The last time anything this extreme happened was when the 7th floor opened up.
Still, that was underground, right? This is the first time it's happened above ground, I think.
Yeah. There's no sign of that door with the elevator inside either.
It's like all someone did was snap their fingers and the whole interior was changed in no time flat.
I tried, but even my clairvoyance isn't enough to tell us anything.
Nothing feels particularly off to me either. Hmm? Well, if you two can't work anything out, the rest of us sure won't.
Well, we can't exactly just leave and pretend we didn't see anything.
Oh.
Gonna try and see if Valimar knows anything?
Yeah. Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Unsere Gruppe ist eigentlich komplett, außer dass Sharon fehlt. Hat das irgendwas zu bedeuten?
Oh, goodness.
You know how to do spatial translocation with him?
Valimar, do you understand anything about the situation we're in?
We witches only know half the secrets concerning the Divine Knights.
But you're one yourself. Maybe you know something?
My memories have yet to fully return. What I can confirm is that this place was created by the gnomes.
Gnomes? Weren't they also responsible for building the spirit shrines we visited?
Indeed. They're said to have worked with the Hexen clan's ancestors 1,200 years ago in order to accomplish something.
That is correct. Some of their finest technology is gathered in this place. The creation of a large-scale phase space, the expansion of flexible materials, as well as the development of the trial system.
Like the trial all of us overcame earlier this year?
And presumably the same ones Dreikel's the Lionheart and the Lance Maiden overcame before us.
It must be. Crow was supposed to have overcome one under Ordis, too. Tell us everything that you know, Valimar. Why did the gnomes make a place like this to begin with? Why seal away the Divine Knights and make us overcome trials to obtain them? And what's happening here right now?
I have lost the knowledge with which to answer your questions. However, the key to all is known as the Great One, the first to be born and the last to stand.
The Great One, huh?
The first to be born and the last to stand.
I feel as though I've heard those words before.
I'm sure it would mean something to Vita and the Elder, but I'm clueless.
Furthermore, the entity you fought during the Jetlag trial you overcame is none other than the shadow of the Great One.
That huge thing? I feel like something's clicking into place in my head, but not really.
Still, if what happened here before was a trial for us to overcome, is what's happening now a trial as well?
Most likely so. However, this is not an official trial you were intended to complete. I suspect some disturbance triggered the activation of a different trial, resulting in the current turn of events.
Let me get this straight. This is all related to the truth behind what happened 1,200 years ago, right?
We've gotten ourselves wrapped up in something that's truly out of this world, haven't we? Wait, you aren't all thinking of...
You're gonna try and get to the bottom of this, aren't you?
Yes. It might sound strange, but this almost feels like a continuation of the first night of the festival.
And by coincidence, this also happens to be our final free day.
I think we can all agree that we have a duty to see this through.
We'll be sure to do so by the end of the day.
I doubt it will compare to the trials we've faced in that infernal castle, but it should prove interesting nonetheless.
Like there was even a point in asking, Sarah.
I do believe we should be acting with a little more caution. Where do you begin preparing for a situation like this?
Well, if you all insist. But we're coming too.
You will? That would be a huge help.
It would certainly make our investigation easier if you were with us.
You guys rock. Yeah, you're all super strong! In that case, I would be more than willing to assist you as well.
Da ist Sharon. Das wird also am Ende mit allen möglich sein, das zu bestreiten. Sehr gut.
Sharon? How long have you...
Can you maybe stop doing the thing with the skulking around in the shadows and popping out at the last minute?
Oh, Lady Sarah, I did nothing of the sort. I only arrived mere moments ago. Why are all of you always like this? Right. Okay. This time, I'll be coming with you all to make sure you don't push yourselves too hard.
But...
This is our final free day too, you know. We want to make it one to remember as much as anyone else.
I'll stay here and back you guys up. If you need anything, just say the word.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
Well, if everyone else is joining in on the fun, the two of us would like to assist you as well.
What? Your Highness, I'm not sure...
Please don't try and stop me, Captain. This academy was founded by one of my ancestors. And as a member of the Arner family, I hardly feel that I can turn a blind eye to what is happening here. And besides, I just so happened to receive this wonderful gift from my brother.
Es sieht echt aus wie so ein Sailor Moon Stab. Also ich weiß ja nicht, ist ja schön, dass sie so motiviert ist, aber ob sie wirklich stark genug ist. Und so viele Leute können gar nicht am Kampf teilnehmen. Also ich weiß nicht, das wird hier, glaube ich, nicht so einfach.
That looks like an orbital staff? Though it's a different size than the ones we use.
Hold on a minute. Isn't that the Epstein Foundation's latest model?
The Epstein Foundation's?
Weren't their staves the original model for the ones we've been testing here?
My brother used his connections to get it for me. and it's been adjusted especially for me, so I have no problems using it.
A member of the Arner family using a specially adjusted orbital staff should be quite formidable.
Yeah, I can see her being a real force to be reckoned with using it. Naturally, if Her Highness is going, I will be accompanying her. And I'm afraid that nothing you say is going to change my mind.
What?
You're fighting a losing battle, Reen.
If you're so worried about her, why not take her along so you can keep an eye on her instead?
Alright, I get it. Class 7, and everyone else kind enough to aid us? Our mission is to investigate and resolve the strange situation here. This is our, Class 7's, final trial. So let's give it everything we've got!
Right!
Dein Wort in Aidios Gehörgang. Ach, du grüne Neune. Das ist mir viel zu viel Auswahl. Also eigentlich ist der Reiz schon extrem groß, jetzt die Charaktere mit einzubauen, mit denen ich noch nicht so viel gespielt habe. Aber ganz ehrlich, ist es so unvernünftig. Ich werde jetzt, auch wenn der Reiz da ist, trotzdem bei meiner klassischen Aufstellung bleiben. Ich könnte jetzt natürlich überlegen, die ganzen Neuen auf die Reservebank zu packen, weil die dann auch ein bisschen mitleveln würden, ne? Also Claire hätte ich... Ach, warte mal, Sarah habe ich noch gar nicht mit drin. Ich habe mich jetzt so an die... Ach, warte mal, eigentlich gehört Sarah ja sogar hier hin. Ach, Mist, ey. Das ist alles echt nicht so einfach. Ich könnte jetzt auch Sarah... Es wäre so interessant, mal Tower, Angie, Elfin, Elise, Sharon, Claire, die alle mal mit reinzunehmen, aber... es wäre gleichzeitig auch so unvernünftig. Ich weiß nicht. Ich glaube, ich werde mich jetzt für 2 entscheiden. Ich werde jetzt meine Hauptgruppe einfach wie gehabt hier mit einbauen. Claire kommt noch mit dazu. Und eigentlich wäre es bei den beiden noch mit am interessantesten, weil wir so selten mit denen jetzt hier gespielt haben. Für Tower gilt das auch. Aber ich mag Sharon irgendwie so vom Kampftypus her am liebsten. Ich weiß nicht. Ich nehme jetzt Sharon. Ich bin immer noch am Überlegen, Sarah auszutauschen, weil Sarah ist halt wie Laura. Aber Sarah hat halt, ist halt auch so gut equipped. Also es wäre auch ultra dumm, sie jetzt rauszunehmen, weil sie einfach unfassbar gute Stats hat. Und ich müsste jetzt theoretisch alle anderen erstmal ausziehen, mein Equipment umverteilen. Es wäre aber natürlich auch interessant zu sehen, was die so für Quarze mit sich bringen. Und Angie gibt es ja auch noch. Über Angie habe ich gerade noch gar nicht nachgedacht. Boah, ist das schwer. Schade, dass die alle erst so spät zur Auswahl stehen, echt. Hätte gerne lieber ein bisschen früher dabei gehabt, aber meine Wahl ist gefallen. Obtained the following costumes and attachments. Angelica's Habit. RMP, Elise, Elfin, Tower, Captain Head, okay. Oh mein Gott. About the Reverie Corridor. The inside of the old schoolhouse has been transformed into an area called the Reverie Corridor. This area has no fixed structure and changes its layout completely every time you enter the dungeon from outside. Oh mein Gott, ich spiele gerade parallel Persona 3. Da kommen jetzt gerade voll die Tartarus-Parallelen in den Sinn. Every time monsters will revive and treasure chests are reset, allowing you to conquer it as many times as you so desire. You can reorganize the party by talking to any of the team members at the base of the corridor. After reaching certain points, you will be able to warp back to this base area. Reverie Corridor. To change the party, talk to any one of your allies at the base. The layout of the dungeon itself is randomized, changing every time you leave and re-enter. All Class 7 members and supporters can temporarily use Overdrive no matter who they are linked with. Nett, danke. The amount of link experience gained in battles has also been increased to 3 times its usual amount. The enemies in this area are significantly stronger than those in the final chapter and must be approached with due caution. The specifics of enemies fought will be recorded in the Ex-Reverie Corridor section in your notebook. spannend. Sehr, sehr spannend. Oh mein Gott. Also, ich habe ja mit allem gerechnet, aber nicht damit. Ich gucke mal eben kurz, ob ich den Ort nochmal verlassen kann. Das ist möglich. So. Hat sich jetzt draußen irgendwas Neues ergeben? Ich weiß, es ist ultra langweilig, weil es die meisten von uns vermutlich nicht interessieren wird. Aber ich will mal wieder eine obligatorische Stichprobe nehmen und einfach mal gucken. Die Musik hat sich verändert. Okay. Warte mal. Wenn ich jetzt hier ins Hauptgebäude reingehe. Ah, hier laufen noch Leute rum. Und Heinrich hat seine Position verändert. Der war beim letzten Mal im Lehrerzimmer. Die werden jetzt alle wieder was Neues sagen. Have you gotten yourself into trouble again? I swear, your neck for it is practically supernatural. And don't take that as a compliment either. It's something you need to fix. That goes double for you, Instructor Weierstein. You may be on the verge of resignation, but you are still a teacher. As such, I expect you to start behaving like one. Yeah, I get it. Just give it a rest already. No need to worry about us, sir. We're at the center of this, so we're going to see it through to the end and come right back safe and sound. Well, when you put it that way, I have no constructive criticism to give. Yeah. Remember you promised to return safely. I expect you to honor those words. And never forget to conduct yourselves with the pride and dignity expected of a student of doors. Ja, man tut, was man kann, ne? Ich bin gerade so komplett überfragt. Theoretisch müsste ich jetzt mit allen nochmal sprechen und das werde ich sicherlich auch tun. Ich will nur nochmal gucken, besteht denn irgendeine Chance, hier noch weitere Quests anzunehmen? Holy, hier ist ja alles komplett anders. Aber gut, wenn die Musik sich schon verändert, dann weißt du im Grunde genommen auch, dass neue Gesprächsoptionen zur Verfügung stehen. Aber beim ersten Blick auf die Karte dachte ich erst, hier wäre tote Hose, weil ich überall die gelben Punkte vermisst habe. Aber vielleicht haben sie hier wirklich noch eine Hidden Quest irgendwo reingeballert. Ich meine, wir können das jetzt nicht reporten bei Tower, aber man kann es ja vielleicht trotzdem dann abschließen irgendwie. Also Sharon steht hier unten nicht mehr. Ich werde jetzt mal bei den Dorms einfach anfangen, weil das ja auch in der Vergangenheit immer der Startpunkt war, von dem alles ausging. So, hier ist aber niemand. Das heißt, wir können, wieder vor die Türe. Im Briefkasten ist auch nichts drin. Das wäre auch irgendwie hart unlogisch, wenn man mal ehrlich ist, aber kann ja trotzdem mal schauen. I was supposed to meet Annie here, but she hasn't shown up. Where is she? If she doesn't hurry up, we're gonna miss Sunday school. Das kommt mir irgendwie bekannt vor. Where could Annie be? Annie ist bestimmt da, wo man angelt. Und dann auf dem Angelsteg waren auch gerade einige gelbe Pünktchen. Deswegen gehe ich mal davon aus, dass sie vielleicht mit den Herrschaften, die beim Annabelle-Contest da gewesen sind, da irgendwie sich unterhält. Oder mit Annabelle und Kenneth, das könnte natürlich auch sein. Anton! Hi! Oh. Von dem kriege ich jetzt bestimmt die Hidden Quest. Yeah, you're... Oh my, how lovely to see you again. Yeah, you too. Wow, things just got really awkward all of a sudden. Nee, keine Mission. So, are you... No, never mind. As long as Sharon's here, he's going to be too uncomfortable to talk to us. Aha. Sharon ist der Grund, warum es jetzt hier nicht weitergeht. Das ist ja interessant. Normalerweise heißt es immer, hier fehlt jemand, aber dass jemand uns ausbremst, das ist neu. Warte mal, das werden wir aber gleich fixen. It's been a while since we last made our way here to Trista. He is hoping this trip turns out just as memorable as the last one. It's been a while since we last made. Okay, warte mal, ich werde jetzt erstmal hier mit allen draußen sprechen. Und bevor ich dann die Innenräume absuche, werde ich nochmal meine Leutchens austauschen und Sharon, die alte Troublemakerin, hier rausnehmen. Haben Anton und Sharon irgendeine Vorgeschichte oder was ist der Hintergrund, dass ausgerechnet sie der Grund dafür ist, dass er so verstört ist? The scars left by the war have begun to heal, but it will be a long while before they disappear completely. The Heimdall government, the RF group, the four great houses, they're all still in varying degrees of disarray. They'll all get back to normal eventually, though. We overcame the war. We can overcome anything. Now that Chancellor Osborne is back in his rightful position and the two factions are working together, this nation will rise again. Our scars will heal, but it will take time. I can guarantee you that. Ich glaube, das wussten wir auch selber schon. Was aber nicht heißt, dass du Unrecht hast. Insofern teilen wir deinen Gedanken mehr oder minder. It's hard to relax during the spring. It's a season of meetings and partings. But that also makes it beautiful and exciting, just like my potted plants. I hope the year ahead proves to be a fruitful one for all of us. Yeah, I put some beautiful spring-themed potted plants up for the sale at the flea market. I'm sure you'll be able to find some flowers that suit you if you go take a look. Ja, wir waren da eigentlich schon. Haben da nicht wirklich was gefunden, es sei denn, deren Sortiment hat sich jetzt verändert nach den jüngsten Ereignissen. Oh, Rosine steht wieder bei den Kiddos. Rosine's teaching us about the Testaments today. She's a really good teacher too, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I'm just gonna let Kay dream. If he really hasn't figured out that Rosine will have graduated by the time we're old enough to go to Thor's, well... Ich weiß nicht, vielleicht halten die ja trotzdem irgendwie Kontakt oder so, I don't know. I just realized something really cool. If I get into Thor's, that will mean I get to be classmates with Rosine. Maybe I should start studying for the entrance exams after all. Hör mal lieber auf Rudi. Maybe start with math, you idiot. Nett. Hey, Rosine, got time for a little extra one-on-one tutoring? Tutoring? I'm so happy you want to learn, but so does everyone else in class. I think it would be best for us to all learn together. Oh, I gotcha. Hey, Rosine. Learn together. Okay, ich glaube, sie hat gerade voll den Korb von ihr bekommen. Something's happened in the old schoolhouse. I see. I have to stay on the lookout to make sure it doesn't impact Trista. I should probably ask Sister Ornelia to do the same for that matter. Smart thinking. I can't imagine it would give our student body too much trouble if it did. We did make it through the war after all. I'm sure any other challenges would feel like a walk in the park at this point. Naja, ich bin mir nicht so ganz sicher. We made it through the war, so I'm sure we can make it through any other challenges that might stand in our way. As long as we work together, at least. Wir werden sehen. Wir sind auf jeden Fall eine Gruppe, die groß genug ist, um der nächsten Herausforderung hoffentlich gewachsen zu sein. Also so viel Unterstützung wie jetzt für die letzte Mission hatten wir noch nie. It's my turn to make dinner at the dormitory tonight. I wasn't much of a chef at first, but my culinary skills have really improved by leaps and bounds in the past year. I'd like to believe that the students here would be inclined to agree too. Oh, es gab ein Notebook-Update. I think my culinary skills have come a long way in the past year. I'm going to give the upper class students a feast to remember tonight. Ich habe irgendwie auch Hunger, wenn du das so erzählst. Lass uns mal nicht übers Essen nachdenken und reden. Das wäre ganz nett. So, ich muss jetzt... Ach nee, warte, wir waren noch nicht auf dem Steg. Das wollte ich jetzt nicht außen vor lassen. Warte mal, habe ich ansonsten hier draußen mit allen geredet? Ich glaube schon. So, wen haben wir denn hier? Guck mal, sie ist doch mit den beiden Herrschaften noch da. Wollten die nicht eigentlich abreisen? Ich wette, die werden hier noch Best Friends am Ende. Kenny's brother taught me how to fish, so now I can catch really big ones. This is really fun. Kenny's brother's really good at teaching people stuff. I have to show Kenny this big crab next time I see him. Oh Gott, ich krieg voll die Halsschmerzen von diesen Stimmen. Ich glaube, Voice Acting ist hier heute nicht mehr viel. Bitte keine kleinen Mädchen mehr. At this child's request, I've now taken her under my tutelage. Was ist das denn für ein Wort? Tutelage in the art of fishing. I can't say I expected much, but she has far more potential than I ever could have imagined. I will be sure to take this chance to give her a firm grasp of the basics. It would be terrible to squander such potential, which most assuredly would have been the case were my loafer of a brother left in charge of teaching her. I have to make sure she has a firm foundation to build upon before I return to Crossbell. Sharpen your senses. You let the fish get away by being so Ach du Scheiße. Lackadaisical oder so. Okay, Kenny the Third. How many times must I stop calling me Dad? Oh, die sind schon süß, ne? Und ich hatte seinerzeit noch Angst, dass die sich irgendwie mit ihr kloppen oder so, weil die so unfreundlich gewesen sind, als die das letzte Mal zusammenstanden. I have to make sure she has a firm foundation to build upon. Das kennen wir schon. Aber das letzte Wort brauche ich jetzt nicht nochmal vorzulesen. So, das hat er doch von dir geerbt, oder? Du warst doch immer der komische Wortneuschöpfer. Incomposterous, how is she catching so many giant queen crabs? I am one of the elite four, and here I am being completely outcrabbed. I cannot afford to lose, or my pride may never recover. I must turn this around. I showed her how to catch crabs myself, and now here she is, humiliating me. Now, calm yourself, Narcissus. A mere child couldn't possibly thwart you. Naja, aber du siehst ja, dass es scheinbar geht, ne? Na gut, ich glaube, die haben hier eine ganz gute Competition untereinander. Ich muss jetzt aber erstmal wieder zurück zu... Oder kann ich jetzt hier meine Aufstellung auch ändern? Nee. Ich glaube, die wollen, dass du jedes Mal ins Schoolhouse zurückgehst. Deswegen machen wir das auch. Old Schoolhouse. Oh, der Laufweg dahin ist schon ein bisschen ätzend, ne? Ich finde, das müsste eigentlich hier jetzt zur Auswahl stehen, jetzt wo wir diese neue Trial quasi freigeschaltet haben. Aber es sieht schon schön aus, ne? Das erinnert mich so ein bisschen an den letzten optionalen Dungeon im neuesten Star Ocean, der Divine Force. So, warte mal, ich muss jetzt erstmal jemanden austauschen. Wie geht denn das? Ich hole jetzt mal Elise, Organize Party. So, und da muss Sharon jetzt einmal kurz weichen. Wobei ich hole Thor. Thor ist so vertrauenswürdig. Nicht, dass er sich an Elise auch irgendwie stört, was eigentlich wenig Sinn ergeben würde, aber man weiß es nicht. So, dann gucken wir mal. Anton ist meine letzte Hoffnung, noch irgendwie den A0-Rank erreichen zu können. Aber irgendwie glaube ich, dass ich das verkackt habe. Weil... Ich weiß auch nicht. Oder kann man bei Tower noch was melden, wenn das durch ist? Ich glaube, das geht nicht. Ach, keine Ahnung. So. Achso, warte. Ich hätte ja hier über die Schultertasten mich auch direkt zum Oldschool-Haus hinbegeben können. Gut, jetzt ist auch egal. Porten wir uns einmal nochmal hier hin. Und dann gucken wir mal, ob Anton diesmal mit uns spricht oder ob er wieder was zu maulen hat. Das sieht gut aus. I can't believe I was lucky enough to run into her a second time and even talk to her, me. Maybe this really is fate, but what if it's just another trap to break my already cracked heart into pieces yet again? I don't think I've ever seen anyone more in need of help. Is something wrong? Ist der in Sharon verknallt? I'd recognize that uniform anywhere. Wait, do you not recognize me? Come on, you've even helped me out before. I guess your face is kind of familiar. You're Anton, right, from Le Beurre? Hehe, it's very nice to see you again. So you really do remember me, phew. But if I'm running into you guys, this might really be destiny after all. The destiny? There's something really super incredibly important that I'd like your help with. Are you willing to hear me out? I might end up regretting this, but sure, I'll lend you a hand if I can. Thank you. Oh, what a lucky day. This year in Erebonia's led to almost nothing but trouble, but it looks like it's about to pay off after all. Am I right, or am I right, Ricky? I say, even if you don't get to enjoy all of your dreams coming true, I get to enjoy seeing them crumble around you. It's a win-win. Diese grausame Schadenfreude. Jeez, and these guys are supposed to be friends? I guess everyone's different. So how exactly do you want us to help with this win-win situation? It all started a few months back when we went to your big academy festival. And lo and behold, ich habe gerade Io gelesen. Io wie der Charakter aus Code Vein. I ended up meeting the woman of my dreams. But the thing is, now that I've met her, I need your help to get to know her. I think I see what you want us to do now. But why ask us? I'm not exactly a love expert, but don't you usually Want to avoid random people when you're with the woman you love? Ja, aber sie ist Teil unseres Teams, deswegen kommt er deswegen auf uns zu. Well, from what I've heard, you students with the red uniforms all live in that dormitory down the slope there, right? That's where the vision from the goddess used to work. Oh Mann, ey. Wait, that has to be... Oh no, trust me, there are some trees no man should try to bark up. Sharon? Yes, that's the one. Oh, Sharon, what a beautiful name. It sounds like the harps of 1,000 angels. She stole my heart the moment I saw her standing in the kitchen that fateful day. She's beautiful, she's kind, she cooks like a master chef. She's got that stunning smile, she's absolutely perfect. Oh, da kriegt selbst Serene einen Lachflash, okay. I'm going to assume he's unaware of her ties to Ouroboros. Ja, vermutlich. Aber das muss ja nichts heißen. Ich meine, die können doch trotzdem eine Beziehung aufbauen, oder nicht? But then the war broke out right after we met, and I couldn't even say a word to her with all that's going on. Just when all hope seemed lost, I ran into her right here, and she greeted me like she remembered me and everything. She remembered me, some guy she hasn't seen or heard from in months. We're clearly destined to be together forever. Ach du Scheiße. Wenn er sich da mal nicht in was verrennt, das erinnert mich ein bisschen an Margarita gerade. Let's maybe not jump to conclusions here. Ich meine, Sharon ist halt ultra nett und freundlich zu jedem. Und er missinterpretiert das hier eventuell. But okay, the gist of it is you want us to help you two get together, right? This is a headache waiting to happen. Kinda like that, just without the instant results. You see, you really can't hurry love. The path to any successful romance is locked and rigid with a set number of steps that need to be taken in exacting order. It's taken me a long time and many failures to finally see that. A long, long time. It sounds really sad when you put it like that. Anyway, it's amazing luck to see her after all this time, and I might never get the opportunity again. So at the very least, I want to try and get her contact info before I lose this chance forever. So please, would you be willing to help? I don't expect you to do anything more than get her info, I swear. If we agree to help him, we probably won't have a chance to get back into the old schoolhouse until we're done. Aber ich muss doch ins Old Schoolhouse, um sie herzubringen. Oh, Sia, Sucker, was ist das denn? Was ist das denn für eine Antwort? Help out. Oh, okay, fine. We get you her contact details and that's it. Really? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, goddess, thank you for shining your joyous light down on me at last. Yeah, so how exactly do you want us to go about this? It's really not hard to get her contact info. All we have to do is ask. No, that wouldn't work at all. Didn't you hear me when I said the steps to love need to be followed in order? I need you to set up another accidental encounter for the two of us, so I can ask her myself. The whole thing's gonna feel natural, like fate brought us together several times and wants us to stay together. If you say so. Hey, don't worry about it. I've got the whole thing all planned out already. But before we get started, I'm going to need to get a present for her. I want to get her something that really says, thanks for picking up my handkerchief when I dropped it that one time. So mind helping me choose something she'd like? I mean, if anyone knows her, it's all of you, right? You should know. Can't argue with that. Might as well start with combing the shops around here and seeing what we can find. Finding a good gift for her isn't going to be an easy task though. She's right, let's see what we can do. How about we hurry up and get this done with? The old schoolhouse isn't going to take care of itself. Thank you so much, let's get started, shall we? Anton is now accompanying you. To Sharon with love. Oh mein Gott, das ist so lustig irgendwie. Ey, wisst ihr, was der allerlustigste Plot-Twist wäre, auch wenn das ultra traurig für Anton wäre? Aber wenn sich am Ende der Mission herausstellt, dass Sharon eigentlich nur auf Frauen steht und er sich hier komplett umsonst Hoffnung gemacht hat und ins Zeug gelegt hat. Oh Mann, ey. Ich bin sehr gespannt, wie die Geschichte hier ausgehen wird. You really can't be bored when you've got Anton to entertain you. Well, I'll be looking around town. Knock yourself out, Anton. Thanks, Ricky. These guys have one weird friendship. Ist echt so, aber irgendwie feiere ich das. Coming back to Trista really was the right choice. Anyway, I'll be wandering around town, hoping everything works out. So. Oh mein Gott, wir haben jetzt erstmal 10.000 Läden, die es abzuklappern gilt. Aber die Leute, die hier draußen stehen, die sagen jetzt nichts Neues, oder? Ah, doch, hier bei den Blumen natürlich schon. Ergibt ja auch irgendwie Sinn. Und hier wiederholt er sich. Okay, in welcher Reihenfolge gehe ich jetzt vor? Eigentlich würde ich bei den Blumen tatsächlich zuerst nachgucken, wobei ich nicht glaube, dass Sharon der Blumentyp ist. Irgendwie. Ich weiß auch nicht. Sharon ist eigentlich der Charakter, über den man so mit am wenigsten sagen kann oder den man mit am schwersten einschätzen kann. Neben Claire vielleicht noch. My, you're looking for a present for the young lady of your affections, aren't you? How sweet, I'm almost jealous. In that case, might I suggest a grand rose or perhaps even a bouquet of them? Hey, that would be a good choice. You know what those are, right? Just asking because I didn't. And what better present for the one you love than a floral declaration of passionate romance? Just the words passionate romance on their own make me kinda blush, but would that be too direct, too forward? Maybe there's a better way for me to convey my feelings for her. He seems like he's on the fence about buying one. Should I push him over or pull him back? Oh no. Ich brauche die AP ganz, ganz dringend. Ich würde ihn hier wegholen. Also wenn man sich wirklich nur für ein Geschenk entscheiden kann, würde ich ihn hier wegholen. Aber ich werde jetzt hier tatsächlich nachgucken, weil ich so kurz vor dem A0-Rank stehe. Sorry, ich bin gerade gegen das Mikro geditscht. Scheiße, Leute. Ich habe schon verkackt für die Bonus-AP. Weil mit Jane hätte ich gar nicht sprechen dürfen. Ich gucke mal eben kurz, wo ich jetzt zuletzt gespeichert habe. Ich befürchte, dass ich jetzt hier noch einiges durchdrücken muss. So, ich habe das Ding jetzt nochmal komplett neu gestartet. Ich bin jetzt draußen auch nochmal mit den ganzen Leuten quatschen gewesen. Gott sei Dank habe ich, bevor ich das Schoolhouse betreten habe, nochmal gespeichert, weil es gibt ja hier leider keinen Autosave, was mir jetzt hier echt geholfen hätte, aber gut, die paar Minuten machen den Kohl jetzt auch nicht mehr fett. So, diese Mission ist nämlich ultra kompliziert, weil man darf jetzt nur, wenn ich es richtig verstanden habe, mit 2 Personen sprechen und eine davon ist nicht mal hier. Ich suche jetzt erstmal Becky, die sich im Auditorium aufhält. Und ich muss jetzt aufpassen und das wird jetzt vielleicht ein bisschen holprig, weil ich wieder Angst habe, einen Fehler zu machen. Aber vielleicht sollte ich jetzt gleich nochmal speichern. Ich glaube, das werde ich tun, bevor ich mit Becky spreche. Weil du musst erstmal irgendwie was ablehnen, um dann wiederum was anzunehmen und dann bekommst du irgendwie extra AP. Also richtig kompliziert. Das hätte ich safe ausgelassen. Und da es jetzt hier um jeden Punkt geht, muss ich das erstmal so alles mitnehmen. So, gespeichert ist das Ganze jetzt auf jeden Fall. Also, Becky. Was geht? Alright, mate, you're looking for a good present. How about this stone then? Nice and pretty it is, and small to boot. Oh, it's really pretty. I feel a sort of comforting warmth when I hold it too. That's quite a strange stone. Are you sure it's not a jewel or something? Can't say for certain, really. I actually got it for Heinz, a merchant from Heimdall. Said he does not even know how he got it in the first place. He ended up leaving it here cause he figured he would not be able to sell it. So you say, and yet here you are trying to sell it. Well, it does seem rather nice for a stone, but trying to pass off a stone as a present just doesn't feel right. Though I can see his point, to be honest. So, also hier muss ich jetzt, ich gucke nochmal, um ganz auf Nummer sicher zu gehen. Choose the second choice. Let's think of another idea. Then speak to... Warte mal kurz. Es ist, glaube ich, echt gut, dass ich vorher gespeichert habe. Vielleicht habe ich es nämlich auch falsch gemacht. Weil am Ende soll man den Stone nehmen. Also hier steht, you will need to talk to a NPC highlighted with a green exclamation mark. This could be Mick at the pawn shop or Becky at the auditorium. When you have spoken to any of them, choose the second choice. Aber ich habe jetzt mit denen schon gesprochen. Also das hier eigentlich. Aber let's think of another idea steht hier nicht, sondern was anderes. Und dann steht hier, then speak to another NPC highlighted with a green exclamation mark. If you speak to Mick, select the first choice. Brace for the bracelet. If you speak to Becky, then pick the first choice, recommend the stone. Aber dann verstehe ich nicht, warum man nicht gleich dahin gehen soll, um das Richtige zu nehmen. Ich werde mal einmal Holding Off nehmen. Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't rush into this too quickly. We might be able to find something even better. Let's keep looking. So, kann ich jetzt nochmal mit ihr sprechen und mich dann doch für den Stone entscheiden? Oder hätte ich bei jemand anderem erstmal ablehnen müssen? Warum muss man das so kompliziert machen? How about giving her this wee stone? Sure, it's a real beauty. Bet she'll love that warmth coming for it too. I bet even sell it to you for cheap cause no one else seems to want it. Wisst ihr was, ich mache das einfach andersrum. Yeah, you're right, we shouldn't rush into quickly. Und dann gehe ich mal zu Mick. Weil das scheint ja auch okay zu sein. Weil dann habe ich einerseits, dass das scheinbar vom Spiel gewünscht ist, erstmal irgendwo was abzulehnen und das dann im nächsten Step anzunehmen. Also ganz komisch, anstatt einfach zu sagen, wenn du ihr das schenkst, bekommst du so viele AP, wenn du ihr das schenkst, bekommst du keine AP, aber warum man vorher erstmal was ablehnen muss und vor allen Dingen, wenn man mit, wie hieß die Jane, die Blumen verkauft? Die Blumen verkauft, ich nuschel hier schon wieder voll, dass man mit der gar nicht sprechen darf, weil man dann den Bonus-AP nicht bekommt und solche Geschichten. Also, muss ich nicht verstehen. So let me get this straight. You're here to buy a present for that maid who used to work at your dorm. For a girl like that, I found this thing in storage the other day that might just work. Storage, okay. What is it? It's an antique bracelet. It's made of wood and it's pretty neat. Nice color and texture, and also it's got some gift potential, maybe. If you replace a jewel that fell off it, it will be great. It looks sorta plain without it, but it's still a nice kind of plain. You're not trying to pawn stuff you can sell off on a poor, misguided young man looking for love. Love, are you? I don't think a bracelet with no jewel is going to set her heart racing. I really want to get her something she'll love. I'm not just looking to buy any old thing. Let's not write this off so quickly. The only real problem with the bracelet is that it's missing a jewel. If we bought that stone from the flea market and put them together, it might actually work. Ah. In welcher Reihenfolge muss ich das jetzt annehmen? Ich habe ja vorher gespeichert. Anton, I think I've got an idea. What do you think about using the stone from the market as a replacement for the bracelet's missing jewel? It should fit. Now that you mention it, yeah, that should fit perfectly. On their own, neither one is a great present, but together I think they turn into something worthy of sharing. We'll take it, my good sir. Mind wrapping it up for us? Seriously, I mean, we'll do. Der kann gerade selber nicht glauben, dass er diesen Schrott hier an uns verkauft kriegt. Antons purchase made, everyone hurried back to Becky's stall at the market and bought the fortunately still unsold stone. They then put the stone into the part of the bracelet where the jewel would have been otherwise. It fits, looks great too. It really does. It's like they were made to be together. It's got a real handmade feel to it, and I don't know why, but the stone seems kind of warm. Thanks so much for the idea. You're a genius. What a great present. She's going to love it. I know she will. Ich weiß nicht, vielleicht bin ich da ein bisschen komisch, aber mir wäre es als Frau scheißegal, was mir jemand schenkt, wenn ich den Typen nicht attraktiv finde oder nicht irgendwie ansprechend finde, dann ändert ein Geschenk daran gar nichts. Und andersrum genauso. Wenn ein Typ, der mir sympathisch ist und der irgendwie, keine Ahnung, meine Attention hat, sage ich mal, wenn der mir irgendwas schenkt, was total schrottig ist, dann würde ich das auch überhaupt nicht schlimm finden. Also ich finde dieses Mindset, dass ein Geschenk irgendwie was auslöst im Gegenüber, also bei mir existiert das gar nicht, außer man ist schon zusammen oder man kennt sich schon eine Weile oder so. Aber so für einen Ersteindruck, also könntet ihr euch in jemanden verlieben, der euch ein cooles Geschenk macht, so? Ich weiß ja nicht. Also manchmal, ich meine, wenn man Glück hat und der Rest passt, dann ist das ja irgendwie okay, aber ein Geschenk alleine macht, finde ich, so gut wie gar nichts aus. Aber vielleicht sehe ich das auch einfach nur anders als andere, kein Plan. With Sharon's present decided, they were grouped in the park. Anton explained his plan to bump into Sharon by complete happenstance and give her his carefully chosen gift. Once they were all clear on the particulars, they began part 2 of the operation, getting Sharon to the park. Wie das klingt. Is that you, Sharon? It's me, Elisa. Lady Elisa, how lovely to hear from you. May I help you in some way? Actually, there's something we'd like your help with. You're still in the old schoolhouse, right? Would you be able to come to the park in Trista? We'll meet you there. Hehe, but of course. I would come to meet you no matter where you were in Zemuria, and be there in 3 minutes or less, for that matter. All right, we'll see you there. But it might take us longer than 3 minutes to get there, so don't stand around waiting and being creepy if you don't see us. Bester Hinweis, don't be creepy if you don't see us. You can go past the time somewhere else. Very well, I shall see you shortly then. Na, ich bin so gespannt auf deren Aufeinandertreffen jetzt. Phew, that takes care of one big part of the plan. She shouldn't be long now. Think you're ready for this, Anton? Am I ever? My plan is foolproof. Sharon's got to cross that bridge to get into the park, so I wait for the perfect moment, walk around that corner by the florists and start crossing it myself. That's how we end up bumping into each other. I'll say hello, then casually invite her to join me for a cup of tea. While we sit and talk and have a great time, I give her my present. Before we split up, I ask her for her contact details. Es wird sowas von komplett schief gehen. Das wird niemals klappen. See, the plan's flawless. Not a single thing could go wrong. Thanks to you guys, I've even got the perfect present for her too. I do feel a little bad for tricking her like this. A blind date probably isn't the worst surprise she's ever received. I'm sure she'll let us off for this one. Nothing to do now but see if this all works out. We are pitted against Erebonia's most capable mate, after all. And Sharon's about as unpredictable as they come. Haha, don't you worry about me, I can handle this just fine. It's been a long, hard journey to get to this point, but my painful failures have only helped prepare me for this. Aina, friend, look at me now. I won't let your rejections of me be completely in vain. Yeah. Well, no matter how things go, we will hold back and watch from afar. So, good luck. Thanks, guys. I'll give it my best shot. Der Part hat übrigens Überlänge, aber die Mission müssen wir jetzt definitiv noch zu Ende bringen. Several minutes later, a lone figure appeared on the bridge. Oh Gott, ich kann gar nicht hingucken. Ich hoffe irgendwie, dass sie Anton mag und dass sich daraus vielleicht wirklich was entwickelt, aber ich kann es mir nicht vorstellen. There she is, Anton, go, go, go! Right, let's do this. Step 1, the chance encounter. Holy shit, das ist spannender als jeder Horrorfilm gerade. Oops, sorry, almost ran into you, didn't I? Oh dear, my apologies. I should have been paying more attention to where I was going. Oh, not at all. I should have looked to see if there was anyone on the bridge before stepping out. Hold on, I recognize you. Ah, yes, you're the one I encountered in front of the station earlier. We're certainly running into each other a lot today, aren't we? Yeah, you're right. Boy, coincidence sure are funny things, huh? I mean, what are the odds that would happen? It's wild. I mean, what are the odds that would happen? It's White. Voll falsch betont gerade. Come to think of it, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm Anton, a traveler from Le Burle. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master Anton. Mir fällt gerade auf. Irgendwie benimmt sich Shell ein bisschen wie so ein Android, oder? Ich bin jetzt vielleicht auch durch Persona 3 oder auch generell durch die letzten JRPGs, die ich gespielt habe, in so einem Modus, weil irgendwie zuletzt immer eine Android-Dame in irgendeiner Serie mit drin war. Und Sharon benimmt sich halt so ein bisschen so steif, wie sie halt meistens ist. My name is Sharon Kruger. I'm the caretaker of the Class 7 dormitory. While I won't be in Trista much longer, I do hope we might meet each other again during my remaining time here. The pleasure's all mine. Still, now that we've run into each other again, would you maybe like to get a cup of tea and talk for a while? With me specifically? While I'm flattered by your offer, I'm meeting some people who are very dear to me. I simply couldn't make them wait. You must be able to spare a little time, surely. I mean, you're only a little ways from the park where you're meeting them. Jetzt hat er sich voll verraten. Oder hat sie das gerade erwähnt mit dem Park? If we sit at the seats outside the cafe, you'd have a clear view too. There's no way you could miss them. And I'll treat you. I really want to do something to thank you for giving me back my handkerchief that time, so please. Und? I suppose you're right. Perhaps we could pass the time together until they arrive. Oh, wie süß. Ich hätte ja nicht gedacht, dass sie sich darauf einlässt, aber toll. Though I am rather curious as to how you knew I'll be meeting them in the park. Sehr gut. Sehr gut. Das ist mir nämlich aufgefallen, dass er sich da verplappert hat. Das war nicht gut von ihm. Tja, wie kommst du aus der Nummer jetzt wieder raus? Just a lucky guess, really. You were walking in the general direction and it's a popular meeting spot, so... anyway, shall we get going? Sie ist zu klug. Ich glaube, ihre Menschenkenntnis ist zu krass. Sie wird wahrscheinlich denken, dass er ein Auftragskiller ist oder so. Oder ein Spy. Well, he managed to invite her to the cafe at least. There's one big hurdle cleared. Poor Anton seems so on edge. And he's planning on sitting and drinking tea with her in that state. Can he really pull this off? I can't blame you for being worried. Well, all we can do is keep an eye on him and see how things play out. Oh, looks like they've just ordered. Mega. Aber wenn die irgendwann noch ein Paar werden, ey, dann habe ich mich komplett getäuscht. Ich hätte niemals gedacht, dass es überhaupt bis zu dem Punkt schon funktionieren würde. Boom, Step 2 completed. That was a perfectly natural cafe invite. Ja, perfectly natural, genau. Now comes the hard part, but I know I can do this. Master Anton, is something wrong? You look so serious all of a sudden. Oh, me? No, it's nothing. But I've been meaning to ask, when we ran into each other for the first time today, it seemed like you recognized me. Did you, or am I mistaken in that? I certainly did. As I recall, we met at the Academy Festival last year, did we not? I remember you dropping your handkerchief and me returning it to you. You really did remember me? Oh, I'm not sure I could forget our encounter if I tried. It proved to be a very memorable one. Ooh. I dare say if you would degenerate into uncontrollable sobbing on their friend's shoulder upon having a handkerchief returned. Oh, das ist jetzt nicht so rühmlich. I suppose it's just as well I returned the handkerchief when I did, even if it did end up soaking wet as a result. I was so amazed that women as kind and beautiful as you existed that I couldn't help myself. And once I'd reduced my handkerchief to a useless soggy mess, you were even gracious enough to offer me yours. I'll never forget the kindness you showed me that day, not in a million years. Oh, you really needn't make such a big deal out of it. I could hardly stand by and watch you cry in public without a usable handkerchief, could I? It's kind of embarrassing when you put it like that. Gib jetzt das Geschenk. Ich will ihre Reaktion sehen. It's really embarrassing when she puts it like that. Ist wirklich so. I guess social awkwardness just comes naturally to him. It looks like Sharon has a pretty good impression of him, though. Oder sie ist einfach nur ultra nett. Surprisingly, yeah, he might be able to get her contact details after all. Vielleicht hat Sharon nicht mal ein Handy oder ein Telefon. As Anton and Sharon sat and talked, Anton gradually began to relax and start talking naturally. Wobei, wir haben Sharon ja auch vorhin angerufen. Also die muss ja auch einen Arkus haben, ne? Sonst könnte sie sich ja nicht mit uns verlinken und so. After a while. Present? Oh. Something's up. Was denn? Der Tee ist leer. Oh, I'm all out of tea. As am I. Time really does fly when you're having fun, doesn't it? Still, I think I should probably be leaving now. Das Geschenk. Hold on, couldn't you stay just a little longer? We could always order more tea if that's a problem. I'll pay for it and everything. I appreciate your offer, but considering that the people I was supposed to meet have yet to arrive, I'm starting to worry. Should they be in trouble, it's my duty to go find them and extricate them from it myself. I'm sure they're just fine, though. Oh, das ist aber schon ein bisschen respektlos, finde ich, darauf keine Rücksicht zu nehmen, dass sie sich Sorgen macht. What should I do? I've still got 5 more steps to clear before I can ask for her contact info. Und tschüss, verkackt. Well, Master Anton, if you will excuse me, I very much enjoyed our time together. I shall take care of the payment myself, so, by all means, please stay here and relax to your heart's content. Da verschlägt selbst mir die Sprache. Wait, there's something I need to give you first. It's a little thank you present for returning the handkerchief and something for you to remember our meeting hereby. Da ist es. Auch wenn seine Hände leer sind. Anton gave Sharon the handmade bracelet. Oh my, this is a lovely little bracelet. Is this handmade? It has such a strange warmth to it too, and the design is so charming. Thank you, Anton. I will treasure this. I did it. She loves it. Okay, I've got the momentum here. Now all I've got to do is ride it. Time for the final step. Coolly, calmly and casually ask for her contact details. Es wird sich bestimmt jemand einmischen, kurz bevor er seine Info bekommt. Sharon, can I ask you a favor? What favor would that be, Master Anton? I love you. Please go out with me. What? What? Poor Sharon. What? Ja. Er wollte eigentlich was anderes fragen. Ich weiß auch nicht, was da gerade los ist. Well, where did that come from? What happened to just asking her for her contact info? What happened to those steps you were so insistent on following? That's one way to drive this conversation straight into a wall. A big gamble, but I'm not sure it's going to pay off here. Oh, what have I done? That's not what I was going to ask her at all. I've gone and ruined everything after coming so far, too. My, Master Anton. Oh, Idios, I knew it. She doesn't know how to react. I knew this would happen. This is always what happens. I set out on a journey to change myself, but here I am, making the same mistakes I always do. I haven't changed one iota. Iota? And at this rate, I never will. I'm doomed to keep repeating the same failures over and over and over again. Time to drag my carcass back to Ricky again. We might as well just pack up and go on home. Please don't look so upset. I'm very happy to know how you feel about me. Come again? It must have taken a great deal of courage to confess something like that to me, and some devotion to prepare your chance to. This isn't an experience I can claim to have ever had before, but perhaps this is one of the many forms that love can take. If it is, it's a beautiful one. Unfortunately, there are already people to whom I have pledged my love and devotion, so I am afraid I cannot return your feelings. But with the courage you've shown today, I'm certain that you will one day find the happiness you deserve. Oh, das hat sie sehr schön formuliert, aber es war am Ende, oh, trotzdem ein Korb. Und damit macht sie es eben nicht unbedingt leichter mit dem Kiss. Armer Anton. Oh, ich hatte echt gehofft, dass das vielleicht doch noch was werden könnte, auch wenn es irgendwie nicht gepasst hätte in meinen Augen. Should we ever have the opportunity, I would be delighted to share another cup of tea with you someday. Please pass on my regards to Class 7 too. Die ist schon echt lieb, ey. Aber die hat auch noch eine andere Seite. Ich hatte gedacht, dass wir die in Teil 2 irgendwie zu sehen bekommen, aber es ist relativ vage geblieben um sie. Und Anton, bist du glücklich oder traurig? Er ist auf jeden Fall erstmal verwirrt, vermutlich. I wonder how many seconds it took her to figure out we were involved. Ach so, ja, sie hat's vermutlich irgendwann gecheckt, oder? Oder wie kommt Reen da drauf? She's just the worst. Giving him a kiss and sending him away was pretty harsh, even for her. Ist echt so. But it was very her. Und nu? Turned down again. It feels kind of weird though. I'd normally be crushed right now, but this time I feel refreshed. All things considered, after a proclamation of love like that, I don't think things could have gone any better. Hey, he got a kiss. He should consider himself lucky. Celine, that's not really the point. You probably don't want to hear this from someone younger than you, but there are other fish in the sea. I'm sure things will work out for you in the end. Best of luck with your future romances. Love is one of life's greatest trials after all. Finding love is as hard as finding oneself. Just don't lose sight of what makes you you, and things will turn out just fine, I'm sure of it. I really can't thank you guys enough for all you've done for me today. I do have this, though, which might be a start. Take it, you've earned it. 9 Lives Puppet. Okay. Thanks. Oh man, my heart's still aflutter from the whole thing. But I'll never forget the feeling of that kiss. It will inspire me to find my true love forever and ever. Right, now I just need to decide where to go next. Sounds like you're all done here. Das ist Ricky, oder? Yup. Ricky, guess what? Something amazing happened to me. Der hat doch alles beobachtet, bestimmt. So it seems. Want to grab something to eat? You can tell me all about it. And you know what? I'll treat you today. Really? Thanks. Perfect timing, too. I just blew the last of my money on a present and a bunch of tea. Well, see you guys. Take care. You too. Here's hoping we run into each other again someday. Okay, das war eine sehr interessante Quest. Auf jeden Fall. Was ist jetzt mit den AP? AP increased by 2. Damit müsste ich jetzt eigentlich bei A0 landen. Aber ey, das ist, glaube ich, der längste Part bisher im ganzen Let's Play. Ich werde jetzt an dieser Stelle einen Cut machen. Wir werden hier mit allen Leuten noch reden müssen, außer draußen. Da haben wir, glaube ich, alle durch. Es sei denn, Ricky und Anton haben sich jetzt hier irgendwo niedergelassen. Die werden aber jetzt wahrscheinlich in Kirsche sitzen. Und ich muss mir das neue Item noch angucken. Und wir müssen bei Toa wahrscheinlich melden, dass wir hier eine weitere Mission abgeschlossen haben. Angler-Management. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir hier im Rang noch aufsteigen können, aber ich konnte diese Mission ja vorher nicht triggern. Deswegen weiß ich nicht, wie man das reportet. Naja, das werde ich heute aber auch nicht mehr rausfinden. Ich bedanke mich auf jeden Fall fürs Einschalten bei euch und würde mich sehr freuen, wenn ihr auch beim nächsten Mal wieder mit dabei seid. Macht's gut, ihr Lieben, und bis dann. Ciao.